Hi, I'm coming. As a 16-year-old student, I have spent the last 15 years of my life playing the violin. What I mean by playing the violin is that I literally played with the violin when I was 1 or 2 years old after getting the violin as my 1-year birthday present. I spent the last 4 years of my life learning the harp. As you can see, there's an electric harp on stage with us today. So I can pretty much say that music is part of my life. As a teenager though, I think any one of you has some more interesting life stories, life experience, adventures to share with all of us here today. So, I'm not here to tell you how to become a billionaire in a day or how to live a luxurious life or successful life. So I'm here to share with you a little secret that remains unknown to so many of us, with its potential to save so many lives. And there's a great hint what it is, huh? But before we move on to heart therapy, you might wonder, what exactly is music? Well, music is different things to different people. To me, music is a language. Yeah, music in fact is a language that you speak way before you learn your mother tongue. Hey, yeah, it sounds crazy, but hey, think about it. Do babies not cry? And when they cry, aren't they making sound? Well, some may call it annoying, it's noise, but hey, it's like singing. They are singing with their sweet, innocent voice. I've seen a lot of people sending their ringtones as a baby crying, and I was like, wow, that's definitely a great music. To be more scientific though, music can be seen as a compound made of two elements: sound, silence. Humans have believed in the power of music for thousands of years. Music speaks for us when words fail. Research over the decades have shown that music is way more powerful than we ever imagined. Especially when it comes to seniors, it can be as beneficial as medicines. So, you might wonder, what exactly is behind music that makes it so powerful? Well, music releases dopamine. Dopamine is a chemical that regulates our control and reward senses in our brain. So music increases dopamine, which makes us feel good. That's why, have you had this goosebumps in the skin when you listen to a piece of great music or a music that touches your soul or something? Well, that's dopamine. So music can work on its own, It works. Or it can work in other form of therapy like music therapy as well as harp therapy. When someone tells you about harp, what comes first in your mind? Magical, beautiful, relaxing, wonderful, expensive? Well, let me tell you this. Harp indeed is a magician, and its effect, its power are way beyond our imaginations. In the past 20 years, harps have become a handy tool for the therapeutic harp practitioners. These practitioners, just like the magician you would imagine, except they have the harps as their magic wand, and to save lives and help people as their ultimate goal. They combine the magic of harp with some techniques. Well, yeah, techniques are very important in this. For instance, they have to play very softly for the people in the dying process. And before we move on, I would like to share with you a small piece of music. Recipe to make medicines, the therapeutic harp practitioners have to follow a set of recipe to make it work. First of all, they have to create a cradle of sound. And what I mean by a cradle of sound is that they have to combine 4 elements in order to improvise and create a personal and soothing music for the patients. These 4 elements are, first of all, they have to look at the breathing rate of the patients. They also need to know their music preferences, like some may prefer jazz over classical, some may prefer pop songs over folk songs. They also have to know the resonant tone of the patients, which we'll speak more about this later. And they also have to know the modes that could change the moods of the patients. There are 7 modes in music. For example, the first one, it's called Ionian. It sounds like... It's similar to C major scale. And the second one, it's called Dorian, and it's very different from Durian because it doesn't spell. The third one, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 7th. Yeah, 7. So each mode creates different mood. Each mode is used for different patients. For example, the first mode, Ionian, it's sweet, gentle, light. It's usually used for the newborn babies. The second mode though, Dorian, not Durian, it has this feeling of twilight kind of feeling, and it makes you question, like it gives a question. It gives the air some question in it. And you know what? I'm gonna play you a piece that I composed over the weekend. It's in Dorian mode, and you will feel this uncertainty, unresolved kind of feeling building up in you as you listen to this piece. Enjoy. Everything around us is made of moving energy, from the densest form of matter like rocks, trees, water, to the energy you now feel from that plaque of the screen. So, the therapeutic harp practitioners have to find the resonant tones of the patients that the patients are in sympathetic vibration with. And this concept of sympathetic vibration is that the energy of one object causes the energy of another object to vibrate. For example, when a singer sings a very high note and it reaches the same frequency as a crystal glass, guess what? It will break. And just like that glass, we all have at least one resonant tone that we are in sympathetic vibrations with. And once these tones are found, we will break our boundary of feelings and emotions. Now, I would like to play you a piece. You might not find your resonant tone in this piece, but feel free to close your eyes and try to feel the energy of each note as it approaches you. Enjoy. What is harp therapy and how it works? So, why not make it more accessible to more of the people in need? Do we not have hospitals and hospices? Harp music can be very supportive, especially in the transitional stages, as it could soothe and comfort the patients who may be in pain, experiencing fear and anxiety, having difficulty breathing. Not just that. Harp music can be used when a mother is giving birth, as it could regulate the breathing patterns of the mother. And not just that. Harp music can be used for stressed out students, employees who are trapped by the deadlines and exams. In fact, doctors now prescribe music therapy for Alzheimer's, brain dysfunction, childhood development, depression, PTSD, heart ailment, learning disabilities, and the list goes on. Actually, we are constantly affected by music, unconsciously. Can you imagine a day without music? From the music you hear in your bathroom, to the orchestra of music made up by the cars in the streets. They are all music. So we are constantly exposed and affected by music without knowing. And the only change we are making now is to know it. To know that these exist. To understand the importance of music therapy, harp therapy in our society. To make them more reachable to more of the people in need. Offering the patients another options when healing. And perhaps it is time for more of the people in the world to benefit from music therapy, starting from here. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up one more time for the 17-year-old Verena Koay.